D homebrew game. We have with us, as always, the awesome Wicked Aria. Wicked, say hey.
Oh wow.
And Nightmare. Nightmare, say hey. Nightmare has a guest today also that may be coming into the campaign. So, yay, there's that too. Say hi.
Yup. Hello.
All right. So, last time on D&D, our intrepid adventurers, after becoming the chosen of their gods, was trying to get their way out of a locked prison cell or a locked cell of some kind, where they overheard somebody talking about turning them into slaves. After some divine intervention and a little bit of were-rat shenanigans, Yabrana and Namriel, along with their rat friend, was it Nicodemus?
Yep.
Also, props for the Rats of Nim reference. They managed to actually work their way out after leaving behind a man that was sleeping on a bed and that didn't quite look like sleep. They managed to get their stuff out. So where we left off last time was that they had opened the door to the basement and they heard a pop and a flash. This is where we're going to get started. As you both open the door and rush out, you are drenched in water. It pops, a bit of magic flashes in front of you, and both of you are drenched. As the water
Gross.
clears away, you see that there is a smallish woman at the top of the stairs. And it looks like she was the one that cast the water bomb. The board is yours.
What? Why? Why were we water bombed?
The person at the end of the stairs just stares.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. The place is on fire. So let's GTFO.
Yeah, let's leave.
You go up the stairs. The person does not move.
Would you kindly get the fuck out of the way?
Roll intimidation, please.
I would say that's more of a persuasion.
Okay. Well, would
I
you
was
like?
being flipped.
All right. Persuasion it is. Roll persuasion, please.
Although my charisma is shit, so they probably took it as an intimidation.
I have a
Hey,
six in
that's
persuasion.
pretty high with the -2.
The person in front of you runs. As they turn the corner, you can no longer see what they're doing, but you can definitely hear as they tumble down the last set of the stairs and scrambles to their feet and hauls ass. You could hear them. They scream something unintelligibly, and then you hear a boom sound.
Well, that's not what I planned.
So you want to keep going down the stairs, or do we want to try and hide?
No, let's get the fuck out.
All right. What did you? No kid.
What are you doing?
As you guys come down the stairs, you come up. This is like an up. Sorry about that. The stairs got a little wonky. As you come up, you guys are in what appears to be a well-lit storage area. There are a couple of buckets with some suspicious fluids inside. There is a overturned desk. There are a lot of boxes and crates, but the one thing you don't see is a door.
Interesting.
So should I try and like blow this bitch open?
Well, how about we just look for however the person that obviously ran into this room disappeared? Instead of lighting more shit on fire. Because we
I
could
cast.
get stuck.
As you go to cast your magic, it fizzles out and dies.
Now that's some bullshit. How they gonna cast magic and we can't?
That's a very good question.
Alright, I'm gonna go check the back wall.
I'm going to. Actually, you go ahead, Arya. I'm trying to.
Wicked, as you inspect the wall, you notice that there are 4 arrow slits in the wall. It looks like it might be like one of those speakeasy kind of things where somebody could hide where you're at and put blades or arrows through the door. There's no noticeable doorway. However, there are roses etched into the stone on every other stone.
Okay.
I want to like check my body to see if there's anything that could be like locking magic, I guess.
Absolutely. Will you do a investigation check with advantage? That's your body. You know. You think you have
Damn.
legs. You're pretty sure those are your legs. You're pretty sure your scales are supposed to be that color. You think for a moment that you see 6 fingers instead of 5, but you just realize it's a trick of the light.
Then can I?
You can do an arcana check to see if there's anything magical that's pressing your magic. Again, with
That's what I was.
advantage. You realize that you are in a warded building. You haven't come across many of those. And give me a history check too. See if you know anything more about the spell.
I think I do.
Yeah. Warding spells are actually a little bit in your wheelhouse. So you understand that the entire building is warded. Any magic that is cast inside of it without a bypass token will be completely nullified.
So I need to kill that motherfucker.
You also know that all you have to do is get out of the building to negate the effects.
Yeah, well, this ain't gonna be the only time we encounter warded areas. I'm finna start, like, searching around the room, I guess. Please do not.
Nightmare.
I'm gonna run my hand across the wall while he does that.
Okay. Nightmare, the one thing that you notice on the overturned desks, there is a book that is on the ground. You notice that a lot of the crates are sealed. It looks like they are long-term storage. You do not see any loose rocks or depressions in the stones. And you're pretty sure, but you don't want to verify, that what's in the bucket should really have been thrown away a long time ago.
I'll look at the book. I want to see if there's anything special about the book.
You pick up the book. The book is in common. It is a fairly recognizable story. It's a play about 2 young star-crossed lovers who die tragically. One by suicide, one by poison.
What? That actually. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go over to some of these crates and take the knife and try and like wedge them open. Where
Would you like to take a closer look at the book?
sure, actually. While I got it.
Okay, and another investigation check, please.
I knew that 21 was too good to be true. Damn. It's a book.
It is, in fact, a book.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the crates and like try and pop them open.
I'm gonna take the book from him.
No. It's my book.
If you can't read it, why take it?
Because,
As I hold
yeah.
out my hand. No? Okay. Whatever. I'm going to keep examining the wall. I'm running my hand over the roses and stuff.
What's that?
As you press, touch, fondle the bits of the wall, the roses there's 4 of them in total. They're on every other brick. And they look like they've been carved for a while. They look like they must have been put when the original stone was there. The cuts have been slightly worn away from time and age, but they're still visibly roses. And there's 4 of them.
Bro, how?
And they don't move at all?
No, you try to press them or move them or adjust them. They're just roses cut into stone.
What about the stones in between them?
They appear to be completely mortared.
What if I were to try and press those? See, like, if they do anything.
Not a problem. You take your hands and you press along the arrow slits, along every stone on that wall. Nothing happens. Nothing moves. Nothing's loose. It's a sturdy brick wall with roses carved into them. Nightmare, you went to go open one of the crates.
Correct.
Yeah, straight check and we'll see which ones, and just mark which one you wanted to open first, please.
They're these, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna open this one like right where I found the book. Or right somewhere.
Okay, so the top right one?
E.
You open it fairly easily. It has been sealed, to prevent against decay and time. Inside, you find 3 outfits worthy of the finest courtesans. It appears there are 3 in color. One is a wine red. Another one is a pale yellow. The third one is a deep green. Cut harem style and decorated in what appears to be jewels. They look rather expensive.
I'm gonna put them all in my bag.
Okay, please
Very
add 3.
gently.
Please add 3 quarters on dresses to your inventory, please, when you have a moment.
Spell it.
Courtesan. Holy shit. Damn it.
Courtesan. Courtesan.
I love
Or
you.
T.
Thank you.
Okay, I got the first 5 letters.
Courtesan.
I got it.
Fabulous.
Now I'm gonna go to this one over here.
You could have also put hooker duds.
That would have also been acceptable, but we try to keep it classy. Nightmare, I need another strength check for that box, please.
Oh,
Unfortunately, in your fever, you crush the contents within.
God damn it. Alright.
I'm gonna switch the other wall while he's opening, just to see if I can find a switch anywhere.
Did the same to that one.
Wicked, you go down that other wall. You see the overturned desk. You see the chair. There are no more books. You touch a spider web, but none of the party wall. However, on that wall, there are no roses and there are no arrow slits. Stealth check, please. That's for Wicked alone, Nightmare.
What was that, Lulu? No. What was that?
Wicked, that is a swing and a miss. Nightmare, that third chest that you tried to open, unfortunately, you tried too hard and the contents inside were destroyed.
Okay, I'm finna take another look at this book. Okay, that's better.
Nightmare, you actually take a look at the book and you notice that some of the pages are highlighted. The copy is a well-worn edition. It's in common.
I want to look at the highlighted pages.
Okay, there's a couple of them. Roll me D3, please.
Imagine it's just coated in glyphs of warding.
Okay, so your first quote is, "Do not swear by the moon, for she changes constantly, then your love would also change." Do you read this quote aloud or not?
Yes.
You read the quote aloud.
Hold on. It was "Do not swear by the moon."
For she changes.
What was the other half?
For she changes constantly, then your love would also change.
Constantly. I cannot fucking type today. For she changes constantly, therefore your love
Would also change.
Can also change or will also change?
Would also change.
Guys, see? Oh, there's a lot more crates.
Anything else in that book there, buddy?
Number, you only have
like
two
the
other
page number.
You have only the page number on that is 1. We'll just keep it very simple. Nightmare, you have 2 other quotes to read. So you can either do a 1D2.
I'm just gonna skip to the next page.
Okay, so this one is number 2. This one is, "Wisely and slowly thy stumble that run fast."
You got that one, Aria?
Say it again, because I was pulling
Wisely and
my
slowly.
keyboard back up. Wisely and slowly.
They stumble that run fast.
They stumble or thumble?
Stumble. Stumble. STUMBLE.
Spell it.
STUMBLE. That run fast.
Wisely and slowly they stumble. Okay, hold on. Okay. Wisely and slowly they stumble.
That run fast.
That run fast. Okay.
And Nightmare, your last quote, as assuming you're still reading?
Yep.
And you're still reading out loud, correct?
Correct.
What's in a name that which we call a rose by any other name would spell as sweet? So I'm actually going to get you to say that if you don't mind, and I'll type it in this time, Wicked.
Yeah, you put it in chat, and
it's a Shakespeare quote. It's what's in a name a rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
I know where it's from, but I'd prefer to actually read it because I don't have those memorized. So you want me to say all of that?
I do.
Alright. What's in a name? That's which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
As you finish saying the last of the words, Wicked, the wall that you are now sitting in front of slides down, giving you enough room to walk through.
I'm gonna poke my head through real quick. Did I see anything dangerous?
No, you see an empty room, same type of stone, but the bricks are in a checker pattern, and there is a double set of doors right in front of you.
Bricks are in a checker pattern. I'm gonna step 1 foot in and slightly step down while keeping the rest of myself out of the room.
Nothing happens.
So, okay, I'm gonna step all the way into the room.
I'm gonna open this crate real quick before I run through.
As you put your other foot on the floor, the weight of your body presses down. The door slides back up with a crunch and a thum.
Nice. I'm gonna step over to the side.
Nothing happens. No, you're now in the room alone with Wicked's rat. Oh, no, Wicked, your rat's on your shoulder. My apologies.
Nope.
Rat. Oh, you're right.
He's been on my shoulder this whole time.
Sorry. Nicodemus.
I opened that crate.
They took away my eraser thing.
Bro, I'm just gonna end up opening the door and Arya's gonna be dead.
Nightmare, you open the fourth trunk. As you open it, you look inside, and there is what appears to be old bookkeeping records. They're journals. They are written in a shorthand that you cannot read, and it appears to be years of them. On the front of every notebook, there is a rose.
How many? How many books are there?
It looks the records go back about 20 years. The one for the current year is sitting on top.
I'm gonna take that one and the two before it.
Okay, so you take 3 of the books. You could put in accounting books or rose books, whichever one's easier for you.
All right. Then am I gonna have to say it again for the door to open back?
Absolutely, you are.
What's in a name that's which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet?
The door with a swoosh lowers and is now even with the ground.
I'll walk back through and I make sure it closes.
It does close with the clink and a boof.
Alright. Where to now?
While he's been doing that, I've been walking the perimeter of the room.
As you do so, nothing happens.
Okay. Notice anything?
As you look around, you can see that there's a set of double doors right in front of you. There's just regular doorknobbed. Other than the pressure plate that you stood on that registered your weight that closed the door behind you, there appears to be nothing else weird about the room.
I try the knob.
The doors swing open.
I'll look around with Aria.
Wicked, as you step into the room, you could see that it appears to be some sort of a gambling table in front of you. There are piles of gems and coins littering the table. It looks like they were playing a set of thieves' dice, and it looks like there's a deck of players' card on the table. There are drinks that still have frost around the glass, so it appears that the place might have been evacuated. The table is just a rickety old thing. The chairs aren't, two of them are chairs, and one of them's in a wine crate, and the other one is in a keg. To your right, you notice that there are tables that appear to have all manner of weapons on them.
All right. Weapons. Let's see. Well, we got all of our equipment back, so let's see what I got on me. Got a quarterstaff, a hand axe. Okay. I'm gonna take the money and jewels from the table.
Roll me a D100, please. It seems that they were playing for some pretty good money. You got 3.4 gold, and the gems are random. But you got a pretty decent haul. It could either supplement a casting pouch for components, or you could try to sell them as a cluster. Let's say around 5-ish gold or so.
Okay. I'll just add bag of gems.
What do I see over here?
Nightmare, there are two tables that appear to be covered in weapons. It looks like they were either confiscated or possibly turned in. There is a grate, still grate, between you and the bar top and the tables, but it appears the door to that grate is unlocked. It looks like there's a place where somebody would have sat. There's appears to be another crate behind there with various bits and pieces of what could possibly be considered a weapon. There's a barrel of different types of swords.
Do I see anything that really catches my eye?
This one we're going to go with a perception check, please.
As an 11.
It looks like just random low-level junk, with one exception. There is a silver and turquoise inlaid dagger that appears to have been slightly set to the side. It looks like it could fetch a couple of bucks.
I'm gonna open the grate and walk through, slightly putting my pressure in case I feel anything like move or shift under my feet.
You open the grate and nothing happens. You step through absolutely fine.
Alright, I'm gonna reach for that dagger.
You reach for the dagger.
I'm gonna take it and haul ass.
Okay, when you go to pick it up, you do notice that there is an R inlaid in the handle. You pick it up and you sew it.
And now I'm running.
Look at you've come to a red curtain panel. It appears to be dividing that area from another room. You hear nothing but the crackling of a fireplace. What do you do?
Step through.
As you step through, you are entered into a very lush sitting room. The fire is crackling. The red upholstered settees and seats and love couches are adorned with multiples of colors of silk pillowcases. There are 4 columns in the room that have these breezy, beautiful curtains kind of drifting down. There's a roaring in the fireplace. But everything is in a little bit of a disarray as if everybody had just gotten up and left. There's 2 hookahs that are sitting in the middle of the carpet that are still burning. There are sake sets and beer mugs and wine steins. And it looks like everybody just set them down and hauled ass. There is a floor harp to the north of you, right next to the fireplace. And there are multiple sets of candles, and it's a very opulent setting coming from bare stone to what it actually looks like it is a sitting room for a brothel.
Yeah. So what it looks like. Now, which way do we go to try and find the door?
You actually have 4 doors in this room. One is to your north and right. 2 are to your left.
What do you think?
I don't know, I just want to get the bug on out of here.
Me too. But we also don't want to get lost, stuck somewhere where we don't know where we're at. Let's I don't know, we've got this door, right?
That is not a door.
This door.
That is a set of curtains that go to the north.
Oh, well, same thing. It's a divider.
And then I'm
That
sorry.
one.
If you count the divider, then there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doors in this room. The curtain divider here.
And that one.
Yeah. So we've got the curtain divider here. We've got a door here,
Mm-hmm.
a door here, and a door right below it, right here. And the door you guys just came out of here, the curtains.
Up here to this door and peek my head through.
The door is closed and you open it. On the inside, you can tell that this looks to be a very extensive kitchen. You can smell very good things coming from inside.
I'm gonna shut that door.
I'll go this way.
I'm gonna go up here to this and slightly open it to peek my head through.
You both see the same kind of hallway. The carpet is black with what looks like cherry blossom designs in there. It's a very dark hallway, and you can only see through the side. There are pictures hanging up, and the pictures are rather risque. Nightmare, you have one to your left. Wicked, you have one right in front of you, and they are very explicit. Very beautiful too.
Nice. Let me keep going.
Wicked, you turn the corner and you see the person that drenched you in water huddled at the very end of the stairway. There are also 3 doors down this hallway.
I'm gonna slowly approach and be like, "Hey, we gotta leave. This place is on fire."
The person does not respond.
Fuck it. She doesn't want to respond. I'm gonna poke my head in this door.
Is this a door right here?
Just a second,
There's-
Nightmare. The one to your left, no, that's the risque photo. And you also have 3 doors and more pictures down your hallway, sir. Wicked, you open up and look in the first room, and it's definitely what it's supposed to be. It's the courtesan's room. It's a very elaborate bed with a nightstand, makeup table, a chair, a little bed at the end of the sofa bed, footstool, footrest at the end of the bed. On the bed are 2 masks and a whip.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna travel down a little.
I want to move the painting.
Okay, yeah, give me a strength check, please. That's enough. You rip the painting off the wall. Behind the painting is a locked door.
Interesting. Not that I know that.
Wicked, did you want to look into the second bedroom?
Yeah.
You open this bedroom. Again, it's another courtesan's room. On this one, however, there are a couple of interesting things on the side table. You could tell that there is a bouquet of flowers. There appears to be a big set crystal ball. And there are 2 unopened packages.
Ooh. Unopened packages, you say?
One
they
is
heavy?
orange and red, and one is yellow and green.
We'll just be taking those.
Pocket 2 wrapped packages, please.
All right. Hold on.
I want to go into this room right here.
Okay. Nightmare, you step in. You're not going through the door that you, because it's locked. Okay. Sorry, I forgot that it was locked. Nightmare,
And-
you step into the room, and it is a courtesan room. This one has multiple bottles of wine to your left. There is a chase lounge that is covered in fur. There's a giant bear rug in front of the bed, and there are various furs on the bed. On the nightstand beside there, you could see that it appears to be a set of bones. It looks like they could be rune bones. You're not sure.
I see nothing else of interest.
Nope, just the wine goblets, the set of rune bones, possibly.
I go into this one.
Okay, give me just a second. Wicked, did you want to go to the last room?
Yes. Also, please don't run away. As I poke my head in.
The person is just cowering on the floor. They do not respond. As you poke your head into the other room, it is again a courtesan's room, but this one is done up in a very girly way. There are roses everywhere. There's rose petals on the bed. The blanket is pink. Um, there's a rose bush in the corner, and there's the various tea sets and sake cups on the bedside tables.
Okay, so really nothing of interest.
Not at first glance.
See, when you say that, I'm stepping a little. I'm gonna look a little harder.
Investigation check, please. You look around, and the first thing that you notice when you step into the room is that the overpowering smell of roses is very strong. Almost enough to take your breath away. You notice that the dresser is locked. That would be this one right here. It has a lock on it.
Oh, yeah, interesting. Didn't I have a set of thieves' tools?
You do.
I don't know how to use them.
You don't. We're going to roll you a D20 for those since you don't have a proficiency in them. So we're just going to do it luck based.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it.
So as you take your newly learned skill and you wiggle and you jiggle your lock picks in the hole, you manage to unlock the dresser. And inside is a rosary that has a key on it.
Interesting. I shall take that as well. I bet it won't come in handy, but just in case.
Nightmare, as you're going to the other room, you notice that again, it's another courtesan room. This one is a little odd. It has the gauze in the room appears to be like spider webs or cobwebs. And trapped in those cobwebs are the dead carcasses of birds, or you think they're dead at first glance. There is a pair of severed wings at the bottom of the footrest of the bed. There is a couch and a headless mannequin in the room. On the bed, there's also a mask.
I don't see anything else.
You can look closer with an investigation check, please. You notice that there are two cabinets in this room. There is no vanity. There is a small cabinet to your right that is unlocked and a small dresser to your left that is unlocked. On top of the dresser is a blue purse and a green purse.
Now, I know I shouldn't, but I'm gonna go through them anyway.
Okay, investigation for both, please.
So, 2 investigations or just one?
Yeah, two, and we'll do the one on the right and the one on the left. And the left one will include the purses. So the one on the right and the one on the left. As you go through the small dresser to the right, you can see that it's filled with ladies' underclothes. Some of them are in good repair, some of them have been ripped and torn, and it seems like they're divided into two drawers. The good pairs are on the top, the pairs that need repairing are on the bottom. They're made of great materials: silk, satins, light cottons, chiffons.
I'm gonna take them. Why not?
Okay, add 12 pieces of ladies' undergarments. On the dresser to your left, you go through the two purses on the top. Roll me a D100, please.
$82.
Out of the two purses, you collect a total of 8.2 gold. And in the dresser, you find a 10. The 10, however, is locked. But it's a pretty good size 10. It's like one of the old sewing 10s. But you can tell it's a lot heavier than it should be if it just contains sewing supplies.
Okay, I'm just gonna pocket it for now.
Okay. Was there anything else that you wanted to look at in the room?
Nope. I'm gonna leave and walk down to this one.
Okay, let me get back to Yabrana. Yabrana, you are out of the room. You pocketed the key, and the person is still cowering. But they are in front of a shelf at the end of the hallway.
I'm just trying to get her to leave the building before she dies. It's like, you saved me. You threw water on us. Leave with us. Come.
They turn to you and they open their mouth, and you could tell that they don't have a tongue. So they're trying to tell you they can't reply.
I'm going to hold out my hand.
They take it.
All right, we're going to start walking back.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Let's check the shelf out real quick first.
Okay, investigation check, please. It looks like the shelf is covered in various knickknacks. It looks like it was just put there as a placeholder. There are a couple of porcelain knickknacks, some glass ones, just various knickknacks that you would see at the end of the hallway.
Nice. Just some random tchotchkes.
Yep.
All right, we're going to keep going. And I believe before I turned down this hallway, I saw which way Nightmare went. So we're going to head towards Nightmare with me holding her hand.
Okay. As you guys make your way, Nightmare, you enter that third room, correct?
Yup. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-investigate. Ouch.
You poke your head in the room, and this one is done up in a very masculine style. It's black, it's leather. There is a chase lounge which has some various implements on it. There's also a headless mannequin in this room. This one has armor on it. Beside that, you see that's a paddle. That's a very, very big paddle. And you also see a mask. There is a chair with chains attached to it right beside the bed, as the bed has wooden slats on either side for various body parts to go through with locks unlocked on them.
Full 18 plus theme you're trying to go for. Holy shit.
Well, it was kind of hard to find a brothel that didn't have any. This was one of the more tame ones.
Oh my god.
I really appreciate that every single room's basically got a cuckold chair in it, but okay.
Yeah. Yep, that's the thing. Not gonna apologize.
Hey, I'm not knocking on anybody's intricacies.
Okay. I'm gonna take one more glance around, see if I can find anything. If not, I'm done.
You take a deeper look at the room. There are no chests in here. There are no dressers.
There are chips in my car.
There's a chase, another chair thing, the chair with the chains,
Yep.
chains bed. Other than that, you don't see anything. The armor, it looks like it's just just a set of show armor.
Alright. Time to go back down this way.
Okay, as you do, you can hear Arya moving to meet you.
I peek my head back through. Hey, Arya, I found some. Wait, what's your character's name?
Yabrana.
Yabrana, I found a hidden door behind the painting.
All right. Show me.
Well, if you'll hurry it up here, I can.
All right. I'm bringing her gently along with me. I am not forcefully pulling her. Okay. I pull the key out of my pocket.
Oh, you're the woman that water bombed us.
She can't talk. Be nice. I try the key in the door.
The key turns the lock and the door swings open.
Yes, I'm going to pocket that key back.
Can I borrow your bypass token for a minute? I know about these types of wards.
I'm going to poke my head into this room and see if there's anything dangerous.
I will do that. Give me just a second. Nightmare, as you start addressing the young lady, she does the same thing that she did to Arya. She opens her mouth to show you that she does not have a tongue. And she shakes her head slowly. As you ask about a token, she raises her left hand arm, where you can see burned into her skin is a bracelet that cannot be removed.
We'll see about that.
I want to test something then.
Okay, go for it.
I look at her and ask if she would put her hand against my arm for a second. Like right where the bracelet burned into her skin. Like put that part of her arm, or put that part right against my arm.
Roll me a persuasion check, please.
If it helps, I'll be like, I'm not gonna hurt you or anything. I just want to check something. That's a 25.
She nods as she places her arm full length against yours in a warrior's clasp. Do you know what that is? It's where she grabs you right below your elbow, and you can grab hers right below her elbow, and your skin, your forearms touch forearm to forearm. Do you accept the warrior's embrace?
Yeah.
You are now skin to skin and token to skin.
I'm going to try and cast Prestidigitation on her. Only to, like, cool down, like, her arm.
Unfortunately, your magic fizzles out and dies.
So it doesn't work. I want to take a look at, the bracelet, actually.
Okay, so the persuasion...
I gotta load back in. Mine froze.
Not a problem. Go ahead and re-roll that. The persuasion check is good enough for that. So you take a look, and done up in rune on the bracelet is you can see the spell scripture. It is a bypass token. However, it looks like it had been branded into her skin, and it's been there a very long time. So much
I'm
so
gonna
that her
grab.
skin has grown around it as if she's grown into the brand.
But can
Jeez.
all the runes fully?
Yes.
I ask her if she has anything to write with.
They shake their head.
Like, did I see anything dangerous in here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go.
So Wicked as I'm sorry, Yabrana, as Nabriel is talking to your new companion, you walk in the room and it is horrible. There are
Oh.
various pieces of gut, viscera, and blood scattered around the floor. There is a red pulsing gem in the center, and to your left, you see the skeletal remains of a human. You also see that there is a dagger on the floor next to the red pulsing gem.
How do we get out of here?
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
As you do so, you hear the tossing of a coin flip.
Oh, awesome. So Mariar is going to instill a boon where you can naturally sense the exit of a building, and it'll be active for, let's say, 4 days.
That is very well within the scope
So-
of Mariar's powers. You can feel a pull. So if you will back out of your map just a little bit so that we can see the whole thing.
Okay.
You can feel a pull dragging
I
you
can see the whole
in
thing.
this direction.
Okay. All right. Hey, oh God, dude, I forgot your name. Namriel. Come take a look at this freaky shit.
Yeah, give me just a second. Do you happen to have do you happen to have a little bit of ink or something?
I don't think I have any ink or paper on my character. Let me check. I have a quill, but no ink and no parchment.
I've got plenty of paper. I'm trying to copy the runes down so I can see if I can use the key. All right, yeah, what's up?
Come look at this. See that thing? It's pulsing.
What the shit is that?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
As you reach out with your limited magical ability right now, you feel waves of necrotic energy coming off of it. It feels nasty. It feels
It
like
looks
blood
nasty.
sacrifice.
Ugh. Did you have anything to do with this? Of your own free will?
The lady
I don't know.
that is right behind you shakes her head vigorously no.
Thank God. if they're there.
Nightmare, what is that history check for?
I want to see if I can try and remember anything that I've heard about a ritual of this kind. Anything that would kind of give me a little
chips.
You, sir, have struck gold. There are 3 reasons to use necromantic magic. 1, brainwashing. 2, immortality. 3, you don't remember the third. You know there are 3, but you don't remember the third.
Well, if it's necromancy, it's raising from the dead.
It could be revival. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's not safe to touch, but I'm also pretty sure it's not safe to fucking leave it here.
I'm gonna...
Come on, Dad. Do a good Dad. Come on. Come on, Dad. Up.
Could help me.
Come on.
Hey, Nightmare, you may need to refresh your Discord, buddy. You're going all roboto on me, dude.
Yes, Wi-Fi here.
Man.
Is that any better?
Having a hard time.
Yes.
I'm gonna put my hands together and close my eyes and just pray something comes to mind, anything at all.
Come on. Tiberius, come on. Up.
I'm praying that whatever affected me before can kind of help.
Under the corners of your eye, you see bluish red sparkles as something is listening. That something slowly whispers in your ear.
Oh. Come on, Tiberius.
Are you sending me something, or should I figure something out to tell
Okay, so
Namriel?
we can do this one of 2 ways. So Atrium, that's your guy. That's your god. You know what he's capable of. That's you. You are able to do whatever is well within your god's realm to help your chosen.
Come on.
So either you can choose to have me give you the hint as Atrium, or you can choose the hint as Atrium.
Hey, Cat.
Ooh.
He's my old man.
I'm sorry if I didn't make that clear in the beginning. You guys can have me do it as well. And if it's something not within your jurisdiction, I'll let you know.
God. Hey, Ty.
Okay, so then I have a question.
Okay.
Would I be able to, or would a charm be able to give a, would he be able to, I guess, help or increase would he be able to increase Namriel's ability to discern different things about items just from glancing at them? Not huge things, but whether or not it would be safe to move or stuff like that. It probably doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, it does. So you're wanting to know if you can give yourself a hint on whether or not you can move it or destroy it.
Well, not just for this, but a lasting thing for a period of time.
As long as you keep it within 10 minutes, I see no reason how to. Wicked just did the same thing.
Yeah, but hers is lasting 4 days.
I did say 4 days.
You did say 4 days. Okay, well then,
Yeah,
keeping with continuity, 4 days it is.
Alright.
Yeah, so you would be able to tell at a glance whether or not something is destructible or not, and how to destroy it. Does that sound about right?
That and whether or not it will cause any harm by interacting with.
So your god, Atrium, whispers in your ear that is destroyable. The method of destruction is freely given blood. Yes, there will be a backlash. It is also the key to the wards.
That is the key to the ward?
Everything that is magical in this house is linked to that one sphere. Yes.
And y'all freely given blood.
I can't hear any of this. Never mind.
I'm gonna walk up to it with my silver dagger in hand and run a cut straight across my hand.
You do so. What do you do with your bleeding hand?
I let the blood fall on top of the orb.
We're gonna step back.
As Yabrana steps out of the room, Namriel, you let a single drop of blood fall from your hand onto the sphere. The sphere begins to glow white as you hear a horrifying screeching sound as the gemstone shatters. Please roll a dexterity check and a constitution saving throw, please.
Okay, I rolled good on my con save, so...
Okay, so you don't get any magical backlash from destroying the gem. However, the shards of the gem fly at you and impact you. Please roll a 1d10 for damage, please. Twice.
Ooh.
That knocks me down.
Are you at a 0?
That's 0.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me your first death save throw, please.
And I can't use magic.
No, that destroyed it.
That did destroy it. You do have magic available.
Okay. Okay, fabulous. Let's see.
Into the corner. From it exploding, I'm just going to say it flings me back into the corner. And there's like shards of glass sticking out of my chest.
My highest spell level I have is 2. Let's see. Yeah, but a level 2 spell slot available, but I don't. Oh, wait, never mind. I don't. I have to recast that. Sorry. I apologize. I only have up to level 1 of that right now.
And you also rolled a 1, which it goes against the guideline. So do me another healing roll on that, please. 1s are not allowed on healing rolls.
I did. I did a 6.
Okay. You rush to Namriel as you cast Healing Word. How would you like to cast it?
The shark
speak it over his body.
First.
Just basically gonna run my hand over his body without touching my heel.
Namriel, you are healed for 6 points of healing. You are now back up on your feet.
Fabulous. Because, let's see, do I have another one of those in me?
Yeah.
I'm going to do it again, but this time I'm doing it on me because I'm still at 5 HP. I'm glad I moved out of the room.
Add 6 to your health points, please.
Fabulous.
Now, Marielle, you're hurt. Your wounds are slowly closing, but you're still bleeding. And you have 6 health points. Wicked, you are now at 11, I believe.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna be like, let's get out of here. We're worse for the wear. We gotta go. Question. Hey, do you know any secret way out of here?
The lady nods her head.
Would you be willing to show us? Would it be safer than going out the front door?
She nods again and begins to make strange hand gestures.
Show me as I hold out my hand again.
She is again making strange hand gestures. Quick question: do either of you know thieves' cant?
No.
No. I have common, druidic, and dwarvish, and elvish.
Unfortunately, you're unable to read her signs as she notices and grabs your hand and begins. I'm so sorry. Ignore that, Marky Mark. As she begins to lead the way.
DM.
Yes.
I want to try insight before she tried. Like, I want to see if I can try and interpret it without really knowing it, I guess.
You can try, but you'll have to get a nat 20 for you to make any kind of sense out of it since you don't know Thieves' Cat.
I don't know if I want to try that now. You know what? YOLO. I failed.
You can't understand it
So
as hard
close.
as you try. The lady begins to.
I'm trusting you to save us. And in turn, we will save you.
The lady nods, but sorry, Wicked. But she begins to take you guys back the way you came.
She said she knows the way out and it's safer, so trusting. I'm a truster. Nicodemus acting weird. You doing good?
Nicodemus is just fine. They're
There's
on
no
your
scaredy?
shoulder. As they walk up to the door, they touch the bracelet, and the bracelet, in what appears to be a pre-recorded voice, says, "What's in a name that which we call a rose, by any other name which smells sweet?" As the door lowers, and the lady is running now as she goes back the way you.
Okay, I'm following.
You came. You guys can smell smoke now in this corridor as she walks up to the door that you came out of in the puddle of water, as she lowers the door lock and places a beam in front of it.
Oh.
She turns back at you and smiles and begins to rush back the other way.
Okay, let's go.
Oh my god.
I say the phrase. I don't want to say the whole thing out loud.
The door slides open. Do you step over the pressure plate so this door remains open?
Yes. That's why I jumped out one.
Okay, and everybody falls behind you as the lady comes in front of you and begins to haul ass.
I step on the plate.
Hauling ass with her.
I step on the plate as I walk through so it shuts back, and then I haul ass.
Okay.
She gets to a door and rattles it. The door is locked.
I kick that bitch off its hinges.
Okay, let me get a strength check, please.
I failed.
Wait, let's do it together.
All right,
I
let's
will
re-roll
accept
that then.
teamwork on this. Yes.
All right. So let me strength check, not a save, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a check.
Sorry, Ann.
No worries. It does take a bit to get back into the roll of things. Absolutely. That is a combined strength check of 19. As you both mule kick the shit out of that door, it flies open. You guys, it bounces off the wall, and you notice inside, standing beside the fireplace, is a beautiful woman who is holding a musket on you.
Oh, fun.
As she says,
Hey, look.
well,
Hi.
isn't this a treat? Come on in. By the way, that wasn't a request.
I figured. I come in, but I have the person that's with us stand behind me. I will shield her, even though she's probably taller than I am.
And she is, in fact, taller than you are, but they cower behind you. Oh, come now. Don't be so formal and stiff. Have a seat. This is going to be a bit of a conversation.
As
You're
long as
really
it does,
pretty.
as long as it doesn't end with a bullet in my chest, I'll be happy.
Oh, that depends on what you have to say. Have a seat.
All right.
That's fair.
No, Alyssa, sweetie, would you go be a dear and go bring us some tea? And those little cucumber sandwiches that I love so much. Alyssa is, as you go to sit
You
down,
are aware that the building is burning.
To the ground.
let it burn.
I'm just asking.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, fine.
Oh my god,
I'm going to
finally.
turn to Alyssa and be like, she doesn't own you. Not anymore. But if you want to go get tea and snacks, that's up to you. But I will piss her off if you want me to. At me, not you.
Alyssa shakes her head as she scurries out of the room, presumably to go get teas and snacks. As the lady goes, lays the musket across of it, kicks her legs up as she's casually aiming the musket in your general directions. And she goes, you know, of all the ways to get rid of my fucking mother, never once did I imagine that she would be burning to death in my basement. That's just amazing. So,
Glad we could help.
See, I knew we could have a good conversation here. So, what brings you to my lovely abode?
I don't know. We woke up in the basement.
It was a kidnapping, apparently, of us.
Yeah.
What the ever-loving fuck? You guys were evident. Please, forgive my rudeness. You know, musket notwithstanding. But you are not our typical fare. So
That's what they said.
That's what we were talking about.
You see, normally,
I don't know why they wanted us.
On a good day, you know, we kidnap the young, the beautiful, the exceptional, the talented. All three of which you are both unfortunately lacking. So again, I agree.
Wow.
But here we are. And you have unintentionally.
Did your name happen to be Regina?
No, my name is Ellie. It's so very nice to meet. Oh, where are my manners?
Sorry to interrupt.
I am Ellie. I am the madam now of this wonderful property that is currently on fire. May I ask your names?
Anna.
While she's talking, I'm gonna take my hand and cast like a weaker version of Chilling Touch just to seal up the wound so I stop bleeding.
I want you to do me 2 rolls, okay? The first one is a con save, and the second one is a stealth check.
I failed both of those. I'm already going back into my death saves.
You're not going back into your death saves. However, you can feel the shards that are still in you begin to slowly poison you. You will take 1 HP of damage every hour until the shards are completely removed. So go ahead and take that
Does this
-1 to your health. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I apologize. Does this count as a short rest? Because we're going to have tea and snacks.
Absolutely, this will count as a short rest.
Awesome.
Fabulous. Go ahead and roll some hit die there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll one of my hit die. Okay, that's 7. I'll bring me up to 12.
Okay.
And I rolled a 6.
Hey, Ellie, I'm really sorry to interrupt all this. I know I haven't given you my name, but these shards are still kind of in my chest, and I feel them poisoning me. A little bit of help.
Well, see, now this is where the conundrum that I'm in is at. Do I thank you for elevating my position? Do I kill you on the spot for ruining my home and setting it on fire that is evidently still fucking going? I really need to do something about that. See,
Listen,
I'm not sure entirely what to do in this situation. However, if you would like to remove the shards while you're on my settee, you may.
I'm just gonna grab the pull them out of my chest.
Okay, you have about 4 or 5 shards to remove. And they'll take about 5 minutes apiece because you really have to dig them out. I'm sorry, Wicked, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I didn't mean to interrupt. So Yabrana is going to tell Ellie that her name is Anna, AWNA. Not a lie, but not the truth, because we don't know who she is. And I am a naturally shy, socially awkward person because most of my early age was spent in bookworks, right?
Yeah.
So I might be looking slightly moonily at her.
Okay.
But awkwardly at the same time.
They're a very talented madame. They definitely notice as you introduce yourself shyly, but not with your full name. As Ellie turns and looks at you, Namriel, is like, and yours, sir?
Just call me Navi for the moment. I say,
Jake, you leave my mama alone.
Pry these shards out of my chest.
I'm so sorry, guys. Give me a second.
You're
I got
fine.
something stuck.
Yeah, don't die. We need you.
I didn't die. I just swallowed my spit wrong. I wasn't doing that. I was just breathing. Damn. Okay. Navi, hey, listen. All right. There is a conundrum here. I don't really know what to do. Half of me is telling me to kill you both and be done with it, just for the loss of my family's orb to begin with. But then again, you have so elegantly removed such a problem from my life. So I'm not entirely sure what to do here.
Listen, I only
call it even Stevens.
I only broke it because I'm a sorcerer and my main weapon is magic. I apologize deeply for destroying your orb. But in my eyes, that was the only option I had. I couldn't go around in a situation where I could have been caught off guard by someone and just killed instantly.
I know. Ooh, you're gonna have to edit that.
I can try and pay you back for it by finding one very similar to it. I don't care what you do with it. I don't. I don't care if you use it to take over the world. I needed a way to defend myself.
Which is, all in all, is completely understandable. But there is a very, how should we say, a harsh consequence from breaking it. But then again, you've done me an awesome favor. I'm really calling it even Stevens as... What was your name again? Yana? Brana? I can't remember.
Anna.
Anna, as you so eloquently put it, could be a factor here, but I'm so undecided. As she is still, switching the musket from one of the other to you, Alyssa rushes in with a platter that she places at the edge of the desk, and then she just kind of crumples down beside it. Wonderful, Alyssa.
Oh no.
That's the greatest tea. Oh, don't worry about her. She knows better than to stand when she's in my presence. So, what do we do?
Oh man.
Tick tock.
Fucking seething with rage now.
We could all stay here and die. That's also an option. As she reaches over and
That's not an option for me.
Oh, very nicely put. As she reaches over with her hand that's not on the trigger of the musket, she grabs a cucumber sandwich and delicately begins to nibble. I see two options here. I can kill you now, or I can let you go. I'm wavering on the two, but if I let you go, you would both owe me favors for said consequences. Now, evidently, you're both very talented, and I could always use talented people. I see that maybe our trappers were not wrong. But to keep such dangerous pets. So.
Yeah, we got it.
Everything okay, Gigi?
Yeah, it was just the neighbor asking if he got the package off the porch from earlier.
Yep.
Nosy fuck.
Dinosaur costume. It's amazing. I love it. So, will you barter with me?
I'm willing to barter.
For a favor.
Well, I'd like to wrangle some terms.
Ah, yes. Terms are very nice.
Yes, they are.
As long as it ends in me getting to burn shit down, I don't care.
I know they're talking to me. We're still recording. Excuse me.
Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. So,
I'm very willing to barter.
Most of my staff has already evacuated. And fortunately, the basement is, as you can clearly hear, soundproofed. There may be some damage from the fire, but that is also something that can be easily fixed with gold. However, replacing my family's orb and other sad consequence of breaking it will need to be remedied.
Okay. First of all, nothing to do with it. Wasn't even in the room. Thank you. But I do still want to get out of here alive. So I'm willing to barter. I'm willing to assist with favors. Not that thing. He can handle that part if you would like. But
Yeah, no, I'll find a new one for you.
I'm listening.
Or I'll make one.
I would also like to barter, if Alyssa is willing, that she be released from her service. She helped us when she didn't have to. And I know when I leave here, because I told you that, you're probably going to kill her.
Oh, you are smart. I have conditions on that. She will not be freed until your service is completed. However, I will let her travel with you as long as you know full well that I will use her as my spy. Every word, every deed will be reported back to me. And then when you return with the orb and the errand completed, I will release her.
I want your blood oath on that. And when you say release her, I want you to be very specific. You will release her from servitude, not from her life. Don't be a smartass.
Oh, you're no fun. Fine. She kicks the musket up and leans it against the desk. As she does so, you can see as she gets up, she is strapped. She has a rapier on one hip and a set of daggers on the other. Her outfit is absolutely immaculate. A black and gold affair that is demure yet form fitting. As she does so, she pours 3 cups of tea and delicately sips from the middle one as she waves her hand and says, "Well, come break bread with me. We'll get this all sorted out."
I'm going to walk forward and I'm going to, beyond my normal composure, because I'm angry for what has happened to Alyssa, I am going to boldly take her cup from her hand and sip from it.
Give me a slight strength check.
And then turn beet red. Look, if she's going to poison the cup, she's not going to poison her own. Unless it's a Princess Bride and they're both poisoned. I mean, all 3 of them.
She has
Yeah, give me a strength check. Just make sure you.
I'm doing it. Whew. I spilled the tea everywhere.
You take the tea cup out of her hands, and you do manage to take a sip. However, in your nervous sippage and your blushing, you grab the teacup a little too hard, and it shatters in your hand.
Oh, fuck. I hope that wasn't a priceless heirloom.
Ellie looks at you, takes in your blush, the shattered teacup, and just shakes her head and goes, "Yeah, not priceless, not priceless, and compared to all the shenanigans that have gone on tonight, completely overlookable."
Oh,
Nabi,
God.
would you care for some tea?
I'm gonna walk up to the cup. Also, be mindful I wasn't very specific with what things the God's blessing helped me with.
be able to get.
So I'm going to glance at the tea and try to figure out if it was poisoned.
Gonna get
So your
insurance
blessing
on that
allowed
truck.
you to see whether or not things were destructible and how to destroy them.
And if energy would cause any harm.
And if anything would cause any harm, that is correct. You can look at the tea and tell that it will cause no harm.
I grabbed the cup and sipped from it.
From the
See,
got the
now
dude
isn't this
sitting-
so nice?
Yeah,
Okay,
gotta
the
be
contract. Let's see. She reaches into her desk and pulls out a blank sheet of paper, a very
Yeah.
finely white quill pen with a golden nub, and it appears to be a light blue ink. As she begins to sketch out a contract.
Also, if I may ask, when I get the orb for you, I would like to have a bypass key to it.
you can get some good pictures.
As soon as it's
Not-
ordered, I see no problem with that.
And I will not be branded in the process.
What do you
I'm talking like a regular bracelet or ring with the rune on it.
You both are no
Single.
fun.
good
Fine.
picture? Get some
No
black
releasing, no branding. Fine.
yeah.
As she
Thank
scratches out the
you.
contract, it's a very short two paragraph contract. As she writes her name as Eleonora, Madam.
One will. I'm wondering if
As she goes and turns it around, and she goes, okay, so here's the two parts. The first part is the replacement of the family orb. The orb was an artifact. It must be artifact level. It must be capable of handling necrotic magic. It must not be a holy item.
probably get somebody to mount.
Okay, so not a holy item and can withstand necrotic magic. Done.
It must be returned within 3 months.
Before the shits. I sat up there with a
And if it is
crowbar.
so, then it is the first part of the contract is fulfilled. The second part.
Well, I have a question now.
Of course you would. Proceed.
Honestly, I might build OBS truck.
If I cannot get it to you within a 3-month span,
Even if I got
I would ask for a delay.
okay.
Not a big one,
Take it.
because I feel like we can acquire it. But
Oh, see, now
if I need,
now that won't work for me. The thing I was working on must be completed in 4 months' time. The process takes 30 days. So that is a hard limit, my friend.
damn. Okay.
Good. Glad we understand. In exchange for that being completed, as you can see at the bottom part of this paragraph, it says that you will be allowed access to a bypass item for the orb and any spell that is connected to it. Is that acceptable?
Gonna get their respective deals on it.
Yes.
Good. Now, the second part right here. My mother, God rest her eternally crisp soul, was in Delecto Fragrance with a certain local lord. He's going to be extremely upset at my mother's unfortunate passing. And as she was working on getting a certain item from him, I am going to require that you obtain said item. This item is delicate. And this item must be procured without harm and brought back to me again in 3 months' time. In return for said procurement, bring the item here unharmed within the 3-month time span, and I will gift you the papers to Alyssa.
Dude, I've seen somebody do that
She
before.
will not be harmed or ended before the contract comes to term, and after the contract, you will receive her bond papers, and I will not end her life
He took the
or otherwise harm her.
These
in
are
any
separate
way.
contracts.
and he just
Separate contracts, friend.
the hole going straight. You go in the app, you could see the hole in the floor, and you
Hey,
look
Nightmare,
up.
we're getting Brad pretty heavy in our mics, man.
Yeah, real heavy.
All right.
Okay. Is that acceptable to you?
All right. So I have to retrieve this item from this gentleman that your mother was having an affair with
Yes.
within 3 months
Yes.
and return it to you.
Yes.
And not only is my life spared, I realized that wasn't in the contract. Thank you. Then Alyssa shall be freed from all forms of servitude, her bracelet removed as painlessly as possible, and she will not be murdered or harmed, nor will she be harmed in the interim while she is with me or if she gets called back to you.
Unfortunately, the removal of the bracelets will be harmful. There's no getting around it.
There's
So
always
if
a way
I-
of getting around it. Right?
If I agree to that, that would break the contract because that will cause her harm when it's
As
removed.
painlessly as possible. As painlessly as possible. That would imply that there is some pain, but you don't have to make it a fucking torture.
Oh, I do like.
Deal?
Let me just scribble that down right here. As painlessly as possible. A deal. The package's name is Tamara, and she is the granddaughter of our local lord.
Oh, God, it's a fucking person. Fuck.
Kidnapping.
I don't know if I can bring you a living human being or you...
I can do it.
Why? I'm giving you a living human being. It's a trade for a trade. Even Steven, as you put it earlier, so poetic.
No, it's not a trade for a trade. Alyssa has been punished for what looks like her entire life for something she probably never did. She was probably, as this person you want me to take, completely innocent and have done no wrong. She seems to be nice enough to me, but I wouldn't know because you totally fucked her up. What's going to happen to this said person? I need details, bitch. As I sit and I put my feet up.
Not a problem. So the granddaughter is an exceptional beauty. Exceptional. She just turned 18. And I already have a line of buyers.
Ooh. Try not to puke. Jesus Christ.
Constitution saving roll, please.
Okay. Sorry, my husband thought I was really over here almost puking. He's like, what? What's wrong? Dude, just a second.
That's hilarious.
So question, since you're giving us all this information, after I puke all over your floor, actually I'm gonna aim for, is there a bucket?
There is a something. There's a small trash receptacle past Ellie in the back corner back there. So
I'm gonna run for it.
You run for it. Absolutely run for it. and you make it as you are violently ill. As you're being sick, Ellie is over here busting a gut laughing. She is almost hee-hawing at you as she goes, "Oh, my little innocent little thing. I'm Alyssa, darling, water please." As Alyssa goes scurrying back out to the kitchen. As Ellie turns to you and goes, "Here," as she picks up one of the undamaged cups from the table and passes it to you.
I rinse out my mouth and spit it in a can, and then drink the rest of what's in the cup.
I have water coming. It'll be all right. And never you fear. Everything will be just fine. All you have to do is sign the contract. We are even Steven. And you will have the appreciation of one of the finest madams on the continent. Surely you can see this as a win-win situation.
Okay, so I would ask for a simple caveat in the contract.
Ellie passes you her handkerchief as Alyssa rushes back in with a flagon of water that she brings to your side and passes to you.
I drink all of the water very quickly, which is probably a bad idea. And then I straighten up to my full 5 foot. And I look at Ellie and I go, I would like a caveat added to the contract. Because basically you want this woman to sell her. So I would like first option to buy.
Oh, I do like you. Absolutely. I'm an equal opportunity seller.
But fabulous.
Wonderful. Or if we're all in agreement, we can go ahead and get this contract signed.
Yes. Now, I would like to spend a few minutes perusing and verifying the contract that she wrote in everything that I asked for. There's no loopholes. There's no shoddy language. It's straightforward. No wiggle room.
And it does look like that's exactly it. It's exactly as it was worded. There are no bits of trickery. There are no double entendres that could possibly be assumed from it. As Ellie looks over the contract, she says, "This is going to be so much fun." As she takes a letter opener from the top of her desk and pokes her finger and lets one drop of blood land on the contract. As she passes a knife to Navi.
I take it, poke my finger, and let a drop of blood fall on the contract.
You now have the letter opener.
I do the same against all of my better judgment.
As soon as you do, what do you do with the letter opener?
I'm going to hold on to it. Nonchalantly. Like, not obviously. Like, just loosely holding it.
Yeah. Ellie reaches out and snatches Alyssa's hand as she brings the hand up. It's the same hand that has the brand in it, and it turns her arm palm up as she goes, "If you would, please."
I will prick her hand.
Oh, yes. Your little pet is in this too. Might as well have her name on it as well. Or blood, anyway.
Is that okay, Alyssa? Or would you like to do it yourself?
Alyssa snatches the letter opener and goes for Ellie. As she does so, the brand on her arm glows red hot, and it makes her pass out before the letter opener can touch Ellie's skin. Alyssa falls to the ground, unconscious, but not dead.
So, Alyssa, unfortunately, is unable to sign the contract because I'm pretty sure I can't force somebody to make a blood oath.
You can't, but as her owner, I can. As she reaches down,
That's fine, but remember, you be gentle.
oh, so caring. She tut-tuts as she says, "Open her, please."
I pick it up off the floor from where.
Yeah.
I pick it up off the floor and hand it to her.
She reaches down and, as delicately as a butterfly landing on a branch, she slightly pricks Alyssa's finger and pulls her hand up over and lets the blood drops fall on the table. Now, isn't this wonderful? We're all squared away.
Oh, gross.
You have 3 months. It is the quarter moon. So in 3 quarter moons from now, I will see you both with my packages, and you get to leave today with your lives. Please note that your reception may be warm until I have my items. Yes?
Fine.
Wonderful. Now, let's get you out of here. As she does so, she walks to the fireplace that is behind you and goes to the cabinet to the side. As she does so, she presses a lever which swings the fireplace back and out, showing you guys a dirt tunnel with sunlight at the other end.
I'll fucking run for it.
You book it.
I will pick up Alyssa and carry her with me.
As you guys
And be
get
like,
to
this wasn't fun.
As you guys get to the end of the tunnel, you can hear Ellie as she says in a louder voice as you're walking away. It was so very nice to meet you guys. I'll see you guys in 3 months. As you can hear the swish of the fireplace coming back into place. And that is where we're going to end it tonight.
Why?
Because we have 11 minutes.
That is correct. We have 11 minutes remaining. So, that's it for the session tonight. Congratulations. You guys have escaped the brothel. Good deal. Any thoughts, comments, compliments, or concerns about tonight's session? Any questions? Or this is some heavy shit that we had to deal with, and it just gives you kind of an idea about how the world is on a miniature. Because if they're doing this shit and evidently getting away with it, the outside world may not be so nice and kind. So you guys just keep that in mind.
All right. I already got an idea on how I'm going to handle my portion of the situation.
I'm just gonna go tavern to tavern asking people if they've heard of an artifact like what I'm looking for.
That's not a bad way to get information either. If you guys
Damn straight it ain't.
If you guys can find enough taverns.
Oh, and then after that, I'm burning each tavern down.
Hopefully after the people are out of them.
No, I don't care. I'm gonna go from chaotic evil.
I love the fact that you both did that in character. That's amazing. No, seriously, any thoughts, compliments, concerns, or criticisms about tonight's sesh?
I had fun. But
it was maybe we should move it to next Saturday instead of Sunday so we can play just a little bit later.
Well, see, Wicked works Saturday. So Sundays are really the only days that she gets in. And I need time to plan too. So if I get the Saturday's usually my planning day for everybody with the maps and the NPCs. So we'll see. Right. But Sunday is probably going to be the best day for all of us.
Okay, I'm fine with it being Sunday, but can we have like a bit longer of a session?
Yeah, if Gigi doesn't have to work, we can start earlier, probably by about an hour earlier.
That's fine
Yeah,
with
I'm
me.
not sure. I'm not sure
Oh.
what my schedule is yet, but as soon as I know, I'll let you know.
Just keep me updated. So
Yeah.
just
no
keep me
worries.
updated.
So, Brad, how did you like the little sit-in, man? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
He said, "Yeah."
So to get you started, I'll go ahead and put a free character sheet in here and give Landon a link, Nightmare a link to the game. But we can do all that off camera. So this is where we're going to stop it for the night. I appreciate everybody coming in. We did have a viewer. Everybody say hey to the viewer.
Yay,
Yeah.
we had a viewer.
Yay, we did have a viewer. So hey viewer, it's nice to have you here for the entire time. And this is where we're going to wrap it up for today. Stay tuned. Next Sunday, we're going to have it again. Let's see where the tunnel leads and what shenanigans our two players get into. This is where we're going to end it. I'm going to see everybody later. You guys have a good night. And we're going to end the stream. Bye.